Okay, so this is going to be the video where I talk about, just where I basically rank all of my songs that I've released before the story of Timmy comes out, basically. So, I don't want this to be a very long video, there's a lot of content, so let's just get in here. Let's just get into this. So, okay, I would say my worst song ever, which this may be controversial, is Ain't Got No Time. The reason I feel this is because it's just kind of it has a basic trap beat. It has rapping, but the rapping is almost never tolerable, and the snippet's way better than the actual song, and the lyrics terrible, and this is the worst rapping I've ever had, and it's so long and tedious and it's just horrible. That's just how I feel about it. So number 30. So yeah, it's number 30 out of all the 30 songs. Also, just would like to let you all know that I'm not including classical songs on Melodies of a Rebel, and I'm not including my electronic songs off of Emotions Without Words. I'm just going to be including the full rap songs. Number 29 is Some Dope, which I think this is actually a controversial one. This was one of my more popular ones off the Next Level, but it's not good. I mean, the chorus, which was done by one of my friends, it wasn't done well, and I kind of ruined their chorus, and I think I kind of feel bad about that. They actually sounded good on their own, but because I didn't give them the beat to sing over, and I didn't give them the right tempo, it sounded really off, and it sounded pretty bad. And then my rapping is pretty terrible, hey, that's not coming back, okay, weed, not crack, stuff like that. What? Why am I rapping about being back when it's not even the first track? It's not an intro, so why am I rapping about being back? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And just all these lines, I mean, on the bright side, one of the main reasons this isn't ranked lower than Ain't Got No Time is because Ain't Got No Time is fucking 5 minutes and 8 seconds, which, to be honest, is longer than any song off The Story of Timmy, so, yeah. So, I think, yeah, that's number 29, Some Dope. It's a pretty bad song. Okay. Deaf is number 28, which, the thing about it is, this song had potential. It actually, it isn't a horrible song, in some ways, but it is horrible in a lot of other ways. The beat, the beat's sick. The lyrics at first, they aren't necessarily the coolest, but they're kind of they kind of have a good flow in the chorus. But then it gets really chaotic. I'm mentioning, being a demon, but then I'm mentioning racism in the same song. It kind of sounds like I'm demonizing racism. That's kind of fucked up, and that's one thing I really hate about it. The flow isn't that good. It clips like crazy and hurts my ears, and yeah, I mean, it is kind of raw, but that's the only that's the only positive thing you can really say about it. I think y'all are noticing a pattern of me mostly so far. All of the 3 songs mentioned are from the Next Level, so let's just see what happens. I know this one's going to be controversial. But number 27 is Clout. Yeah, I don't really like it. I mean, it just, it sounds bad. It's, really awkward at a lot of parts in the flow. Also had potential, but wasn't really good. The beat is, I don't like the beat. And I think I just don't really put enough energy into it. And, the auto-tune isn't really done that well. I was a singing track, but didn't have much auto-tune. And I don't really like how I, do just, finger around, yeah, I know that I'm intense. It just sounds fucking dorky as hell. It's not good. Yeah. So, yeah, numbers 27 goes to Clout. Number 26 goes to I Fucking Love You. A lot of people would probably rank this as the worst, but the thing I would say that makes it not the worst is that the beat is kind of better than the other stuff. It kind of has, it's not as bad as the other ones in my opinion, which I know is controversial. Most people are going to Clout more than this song. But personally, I don't know. It's kind of funny at times, but it's also pretty bad. I mean, most of my songs are pretty bad, so yeah, that one's not that good. Kind of quick to mention, honestly. LSD. Now, if we're counting lyrics, this is easily one of my weakest, but we're not. We're counting just overall sound and stuff. So it is low, but it isn't super low. And it's number 25 on this list out of all the songs I've released, so it's not high at all. But yeah, it's basically just misinformation in a bottle. It's not that good, and it just is really just like spreading misinformation. And the beat is kind of hilarious at times, and my rapping is pretty bad. And like lines like "seeing a ship of aliens partying with Australians," like that's fucking dumb. Like the only value you can really get out of LSD is fucking ironic value. But besides that, simp ass rappers. This was a freestyle I did, which I think a lot of people may not even know what I'm talking about. It was basically this freestyle with just like a kind of basic beat, and I'm like, every day I feel very quite sad. I don't even really know it that well because I just freestyled it while I was stoned one day. Like, it's really not that good. It's weaker than so many songs off the Next Level. It's the only thing that really makes it higher is that some of the stuff that I say in it isn't actually too terrible, and I actually kind of agree with some of the messages in there, but that's about the only redeemable thing. It's still really not that good. Pills is number 23. And I would say the biggest thing to say about this one is there's one like good line or like two kind of good lines, and that's like the waiting for it, yes, then I'd be pulling down her dress. Like that's kind of cool, but like that's about it. Like the beat, the lyrics, the flows, no, the vocals, pretty terrible. Yeah, just everything else besides those two lyrics it's not that good. Why did you lie for that building? Like, yeah, like what the fuck? This is, I don't know how people feel about this song, but Outlaw's number 22. Now, this one, like, the chorus had potential, like, hey, bitch, I'm an outlaw, you better give me that white claw. Like, it just has, that flow that's, like, kind of cool, but, like, besides that, like, the verse one in the bridge are, oh my god, like, grabbing a beer while you eat, letting it hit the fucking street, driving that stolen car, because I'm XP Escobar. Like, what? And then the having sex via vaginal, like... It's one of my most hilarious lyrics, honestly. Like, seriously, like, how did I make, like, party like a criminal? Having sex via vaginal. The reason it's higher is because I kind of still like that beat. It kind of has like the da 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 da. Like, I liked it so much that I actually sampled it on a song off The Story of Timmy that got scrapped. Like, it's actually a beat I really like. Yeah, I think people are gonna disagree with this one. I think Shots Fired 1 is a pretty weak one. I think the thing is, like, the lyrics, they're not very bad compared to a lot of other my songs lyrically. But it sounds really just pretty boring and, like, not really much there. The beat isn't that good, and just a lot of the other aspects are just not good. Like, it's just not a very good song. Like, there's some parts that I can enjoy of it at times, but it's not, I don't know. It was a pretty weak diss also to start off against Young Mando. I think, yeah, that whole dissing thing with Young Mando, oh God, I just don't like that part of my rap career. But yeah, I may get into that more later. Even in this video, I don't know. But yeah, Farmer with Dead Crops. That song... Now, the thing that makes this song higher than other songs is because I actually agree with it, because I think Tom MacDonald doesn't really make good music. And I still think that, like, Young Mando, I was kind of overreacting. But, like, with Farmer with Dead Crops, I'd rather listen to than most of Tom MacDonald's discography, if I'm being truly honest. And I do think I make it, and I sometimes flow well, I sometimes don't, but I don't know. I sound tired, and that was because I'm pretty sure I recorded the song while stoned. I don't know. Yeah, it's all weird. I don't know. Number 19 is Ohio Homies. Well, at the time when I made this song, I fucking loved it. Like, I loved this song so much when I made it, but I mean, it is relatable to my life, like, because it is about a real life experience. That's why it's so specific. Ohio homies finna get smacked, big fucking whacked. Like, that's why it's, like, specific by saying Ohio. Like, it's not just saying, I'm gonna fucking hurt you, like, and just, like, be, like, some random person, like, who you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, yeah, there was just some people in Ohio who were, like, kind of just not really doing good things. Like, and being really, and just kind of scaring me at times. So I just made that song because I fucking hated those people. But yeah. That's basically it for that one. And since we're done with Ohio homies, yeah, I think it's one of the weak. I just think it's a weaker one. Okay. Number 18 is Fuck You Hater. And yeah, a lot of people would rank this lower, but the Lil Up feature is actually pretty good in my opinion. Like, it's not really that good of a song besides that. Like, the beat isn't that good. Like, it's kind of just, like, not that good. Like, I don't know. I don't really like this song besides the Lil Up feature, which I still stand by. Like, I still stand by Lil Up being pretty good. That's just what I'm going to say. No Justice, No Peace. I think this song, this is like one of the songs talking about racism on the album, which I don't think is a bad thing or anything. Like, I definitely don't support racism. I dislike racism a lot, and that's why I made this song about it, but I don't think it was executed that well, and I feel like I executed it better on other songs on the next level, and this one also has that weird fast flow I was trying to do, which is better on a lot of other songs when I try to do the fast flow. But yeah, I would say, No Justice, No Peace. Basically, like, the main redeeming aspect is the beat, but I think, and I do sound tolerable most of the time, but, like, besides that, it doesn't really stand out that much. Now, a lot of people think this is my greatest song ever released, which I mean, at least before Dragon Slayer, I don't know fucking how people feel now, but Shots Fired 2 is number 16. I think I like this diss track a lot more than Shots Fired 1, and it has better lyrics, better beat. It's better in every aspect. People who think Shots Fired 1 are fucking are fucking delusional, basically. But yeah, I think it's actually a good diss, I would say, as well. Like, a lot of people might disagree with that, but, like, I think it was an okay diss against Young Mando. Like, I think it's decent. Like, I would say, the reason I don't like it as much as a lot of the other songs is because, like, I think there are just other songs that are a lot better. Like, I think Shots Fired 2, like, it's a okay song, but, like, I'm not really a fan of those songs where I target people. Like, I kind of, like, that's why I don't really like my discography that much, because that's what the main thing I used to do is. But yeah. Number 15 is West Coast Weed. For a very long time, it did have some of my strongest lyrics. Like, it was in the top 3 lyrically for a long time, and I mean, it probably still is very high lyrically if you don't count unreleased shit off the Story of Timmy. But yeah, I would say this one is fun because it has a good beat. It has some funny lyrics, like "Inhale like Snoop, not like Clinton." Like, I don't know, I really like that lyric for some reason. I'm still kind of proud of it because, I don't know, I like making lines about presidents for some reason. Yeah. I don't have much to say about it. It was kind of fun. That's pretty much all I have to say. Now, number 14. This is probably my biggest song, and that's Shooting for the Stars. I like the beat on this one, which some people might not. I think the singing, like, a lot of it's bad. Like, I couldn't actually like, it is kind of a marvel, though, in a way, because, like, my singing is, like, I can't repeat that voice crack I did. Like, beautiful like a dove. Like, I can't do it. Like, I could not do that voice crack. So, like, in a way, it's kind of good that that's what was on there, because it's unique and it's not something I could even do ever again. And I don't have much of a problem as much as other people do with it. And I also think it kind of sounds decent most of the time. Like, I think, like, a lot of the lyrics are kind of dumb at times. Like, shooting for the stars, drinking illegally at bars. My name is XP Escobar, finna release hits from afar. Okay, I like that last one there, but that's about it. I also do like the concept of shooting for the stars, but that's about all. Yeah. Number 13, I would say, is Story. Now, I have an interesting opinion on this one. I would say that this was kind of a sadder song. Like, it's, like, I really felt very meaningful to me when I made it. It was probably one of my favorite off the next level when I was done with it. And I remember it, at a time, I felt like it was super, super underrated off the next level, like, compared to a lot of my other stuff. But to be frank, it's still not that good. I would say, like, none of the songs, like, that I even liked before this that I mentioned, I even liked. But this one is not good still. Like, I think there's some okay bars, and like it's actually real to my life. It's not like joining a gang, bitch wanna bang, or like some shit like that. Like, what the fuck was I even talking about? Like, I'm like some white kid from Portland, Oregon. There's no way I'm joining a gang. Like, my parents are upper middle class. I'm not gonna join a gang. That sounds ridiculous. I don't know. And yeah, I'm not dissing anyone in the gang. I don't want any conflict with that. But yeah. The next song is Voodoo, which, one of the reasons I like this track more than a lot of other tracks is because the lyrics still stay relevant to me, and I still actually agree with some of these. Like, not to the same extent. Like, I don't want to pay for like countries to become communist or whatever, but I think poverty is a real problem, and I don't think people are really acknowledging that. And the problems in Haiti, they're really serious. Like, I don't think people are really going to like think of them, and people aren't really gonna like think about Haiti that much, but it's actually important to like what's happening in like what has happened in Haiti. Like, it's an important thing to talk about. Like, people don't really talk about it though. And number 11 is The Next Level, which I know a lot of people don't like this song because of the beat. Like, the beat isn't, like, a lot of people think the beat's bad. This is the only song off The Next Level I did produce myself, which, yeah. Yeah, I actually like the beat personally. It has kind of a fun feel, and the song just kind of is fun. That's kind of the whole point of it, so I actually kind of like it. Like, it's not that bad of a track. It's like, it's the next level, bitch, I'm finna get rich. Like, I don't know. I just think it's a fun track overall. Like, that's basically how I feel about it. Like, there's nothing really good about it, but there's nothing really bad about it. Wild Wild West is number 10, which I think this one's just fun. Like, that's kind of the other thing. Kind of like the other song, it's just really, really fun. And that's why I kind of like it. Like, it's like, even like the flow, even though it's like offbeat a lot of the times, I think it's kind of interesting that way. Like, it's like, welcome to the Wild Wild West, smoking weed, that's the best, because I live on the West Coast, we here's THC with the most. Like, that makes, like, I actually kind of like it. Like, if I'm being truly honest, like, a lot of people, I mean, there's some people who said that this is my only good song, which I disagree with, but that's fair. Yeah. I Just Love This is number 9, which I don't think a lot of people know. Honestly, if I was to say one of my songs is underrated, this is probably one of them. The main problem with this one is that the mixing is just pretty terrible. Like, I know, like, I say my mixing's bad. I know my mixing's bad on a huge amount of my earlier stuff, but, like, it's really bad on this one because, like, you can't really hear the beat, and it's just like, got this weed, oh, indeed, smoke the shit, now it'll quit. Like, and I like it because it just has that triumphant vibe, is how I feel about it. Like, it has that triumphant vibe. Like, also, a friend wrote this song for me, so it feels kind of dear to me. Like, I also really kind of like, yeah, I like that friend a lot. I'm not super close with them anymore, but, like, I really liked the times we had in 2020. Alright. A lot of people think this song is super, super atrocious, and I know this may be a controversial placement, but number 8 is Cry. Yeah, I actually like that song still, which a lot of people don't, but this song's very hit or miss. My mom hates it. My dad likes it. Like, a lot of people think it's good. A lot of people think it's bad. A lot of people say I'm talented for it. A lot of people say I sound like a 5-year-old trying to rap God. The thing about the song is it's just kind of experimental in an interesting way. And I would say, like, yeah, some of it is, like, kind of cringy. Like, getting choked over Minecraft. Alcohol is what I quaffed. Like, I mean, yeah, the story is true, basically, but it doesn't make it good. Like, I could have said it in a better way, but besides the lyrics, I think it's a kind of cool track, and, like, the beat, like, up-tempo, like, it could, like, if I redid some of that style, it could actually turn out really well. Like, up-tempo, sad music, like, that sounds kind of cool. Like, it could be kind of innovative. Yeah. Number 7 is Pompeii, which it's controversial, but is the fucking best song off The Next Level, in my opinion. It talks about racism, but in a good way. Like, the beat is banging. Even though I'm mixing and it clips so much, it kind of just has that raw energy. But, like, I like raw energy. Like, it's weird because I think I actually like the song more than when I first heard it after I recorded it. Like, I kind of cringed a lot after I recorded it. Like, I don't think that's a good sign, but, like, this song honestly has grown on me over the year. Like, not over the year, not like This song's been out for like more than a year at this point. Eventually will be 2 years. But I think I like this one. I think it combats stuff better than a lot of my stuff does with racism. Like, most of the songs on The Next Level have some lines about racism, but most of them do a terrible job with it. Like like Ain't Got No Time doesn't do a good job with it. And like, I don't know, just like I mentioned it at the wrong times, like Deaf, it doesn't mention it very well. Yeah. But a lot of people would put this in top 3, but I'm putting it at number 6, and this is King of the Underground. I like this one. The beat kind of has this cool feel, and like I think it's kind of cool how I made a song dedicated to a rapper. And it's like King of the Underground. Like, most rappers would be like, yeah, I'm the King of the Underground. Fuck yeah, like I'm the best rapper in this fucking underground. But like, I was using it to talk about another rapper in the underground that I'm giving tribute to. Like, I like the Lop's music more than mine. Like, I don't anymore, but I think his music is still pretty good. And yeah, I think I really like how I just made a song dedicated to him. It's kind of just, I think, a nice thing to do. Okay, number 5, Stoner Duck. Okay, y'all knew this one had to be higher up because it's kind of fun. Like, even though the song isn't like technically very good and like a lot of aspects of it are kind of bad, I think it uses it to its advantage because it's not supposed to be necessarily super, super good. I came up with the concept in a very funny way. It was just like, if anybody wants to hear it, it was basically just like, I just need to make a song. I need to make it, and it's like, oh yeah, Stoner Duck. What the fuck? Oh my god, that'd be so funny, guys. Like that was like the whole like way like Stoner Duck was kind of created. Like this is like honestly how I feel about Bad Stoned West. Is there's a lot of low lows, but there's a lot of high highs. This is one of the high highs in my opinion off of Bad Stoned West. Like, I like it. It's just a funny track about a duck that fucking smokes weed. Like, do you ever hear this in mainstream rap? The mainstream rappers are just like they try to be playful, but they're just like talking about, yeah, I smoke that blunt, I fuck that bitch, I'm gonna get rich, yeah. Like, that's what so many rappers talk about. Like, I don't know. I don't really like it. But Stoner Duck, like, to talk about a duck doing the same stuff that other rappers do is fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, I just like it a lot. Yeah. Now we're on Whiskey, which, yeah, Whiskey, I do not like the lyrics to Whiskey at all. But it flows so well. The beat is good. My energy is good. Mixing isn't that good, but everything besides the mixing and the lyrics just bangs on the song. Like, drinking that whiskey, getting real frisky, messing in the city because there are bitches, snoring that blow, feeling like, whoa, firing a gun because it's fun, acting so rude, don't fuck with me, dude, showing my hat, got under the chat, riding on a horse, feeling on a horse, that's right. It just has that, like, bang feel. Like, it's just like, you gotta admit, this song is actually good. Like, a lot of people will hate on this one, do hate on this one. I mean, almost every song on this list gets a huge amount of hate. And some of them I agree with, some of them I disagree with. That's just all I'm going to say. Okay. Number 3, Toxic, which a lot of people would say this is one of my best. A lot of people would put this number 2 because a lot of people are like, this is your best song yet, but it's still trash, or I don't know. I actually like this song, and how I was talking about the Young Mando beef, it was all kind of made by the fan page. I would have never dissed Young Mando if it weren't for that fucking stan page. I fucking hate that stan page so much. But anyways, Toxic was kind of just like, it was just kind of an anthem for like, I'm not going to let you control me. I'm in control of myself now. And I'm not going to let people pressure me to do shit. That was what that song's about, which is honestly a really good message if you really think about it. Like, it also has one of my best rhyme schemes on the refrain. You had to get all toxic, you stopped using logic, and my life dramatic like a comic, when I suffer you just golden frolic. I used to think that was adored, that to you I was like an award, but now I know I'm aboard, another betrayal I can't afford. Like, you can't tell me that's not actually good. Like, adored, award, abhorred, afford, toxic, logic, comic, frolic. Like, those are actually good rhymes. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was actually doing some good stuff. Like, some lines I didn't word the best on here, but it's honestly, in my opinion, one of my best songs, which a lot of people would put Whiskey above this. A lot of people would put Stoner Duck above this. A lot of people don't acknowledge this song, but I actually like it. Number 2, this should really be obvious at this point, and this is cultural duck, or cultural drought. I almost said cultural fucking duck. But yeah, cultural drought. I think the thing about it is this isn't like my most underrated song, I would say. And the reason, or one of my most underrated songs, is I believe my most underrated rap song, I'd probably say, or one of my most underrated. The reason it's been getting popular lately because I'm like, this is a great song, check it out, like, actually listen to it, like, it's actually one of my good songs from back in the day, and like, the crazy thing about this is, this was the fucking first rap song I've ever written in my life. Yet it's one of my best that I've actually released. Like, that's like, kind of a flex if you think about it. Like those people who their best album is first, which I could never see happening to me. But yeah, cultural drought, like, I love that song. I try so hard every fucking day to keep this place from fading away. Let's remember each face, remember this place before it dies today. Like, it doesn't sound bad. It has a good feel. It has an organ, which I think organs are underrated in rap music and underused. But yeah, like, it's a good song, and it's talking about a real issue in Portland. Number one, which should probably be the most obvious one, is Dragon Slayer. And the thing about this one is, this isn't even the strongest off the story of Timmy, but it's easily one of the strongest on here. Like, it's because it's like, Dragon Slayer, ready to slay. Like, it's like an anthem. It's talking about, fuck these bullies, fuck these haters. I'm just gonna keep living my life, and I'm gonna do better. Like, it's just a confidence anthem. It's like, you're just ready to slay your dragons. Like, that's the whole point of it, to slay your dragons in your life. Everyone has their own dragons. Like, this math test, I'm gonna fucking slay it like it's a fucking dragon. Like, that's the cool thing. Like, everyone just has their different problems. The beat on the song is easily the best I've released. The lyrics on the song are easily the best I've released. The vocals on the song are easily the best that I've released. The flows on the song are easily the best that I've released. I know I'm saying, like, the same thing over and over about different aspects, but yeah, the mixing, it's better than anything I've ever released. Like, the thing is, like, yeah, Cultural Drought, yeah, it's a fire song. Dragon Slayer, it's like, it's a fucking banger. It washes every other song in my discography until the Story of Timmy releases. Like, the thing is, like, I don't get why people, like, would not like this song. Like, I mean, you just aren't like, there's people who probably don't like this song but then, like, praise Drake or whatever. Like, bro, I'm motherfucking better than Drake after Dragon Slayer dropped. Like, this washes any song in Drake's discography. Alright, so that was my ranking. Tell me how you feel about it. You can rank the songs however you would like to, and I'll read and I'll respond and how I feel about them. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I know this is a long one, but I did mention everything I want to do, and this is kind of an in-depth rating with all of my rap tracks. So just tell me how you feel about it, because, like, I was hyped up today, so I felt like it'd be a great time to make a video. Like, yeah. I'm just gonna say goodbye, fellow Yetis. Yeti love forever. Squid.